Have you ever think why do we get addicted to phones, food, social media or even drugs? Why does it feel good at first but terrible later? The answer lies in one powerful chemical, that is dopamine. In this video we will deep dive into how addiction works and what dopamine really is and how modern life is affecting your brain. So let's deep dive into it. Dopamine, often called feel good chemical, but that's not completely true. Dopamine does not give you pleasure directly. It's more about wanting, motivation, and anticipation. It tells your brain that thing, go get it. It's worth your energy. Think of dopamine like a fuel for your motivation. When dopamine spikes, you feel excited to do something like checking your phone when you get a notification, eating your favorite snacks, or scoring a goal in a game, and even online shopping. All these things give a dopamine hit. Addiction begins when your brain starts chasing dopamine again and again. Imagine you eat a chocolate, dopamine rises, and you feel good. Then you do it again and again. Over a time, your brain learns, yes, chocolate is equal to pleasure, but over a time your brain adapts it. This is called tolerance. The first time you needed just a little to feel good, but later the same amount doesn't feel enough, so you take more and more. This is dangerous loop. You are not chasing pleasure anymore, you are avoiding discomfort. That is addiction. Your brain has a reward system made of several parts: the ventral tegmental area, that is VTA, and the nucleus accumbens and the prefrontal cortex. When you do something pleasurable, dopamine is released from VTA to nucleus accumbens that says, yes, do it again. But in addiction, this system is hijacked. Cocaine, nicotine release massive dopamine, far more than normal activities like eating, talking. The brain goes, wow, this is topmost priority. Then all the other pleasures like exercise, family, hobbies feel boring in comparison. In today's world, we are constantly bombarded with mini dopamine hits like reels, like fast food, online shopping, games. All these are not bad thing alone, but constant stimulation is. Imagine getting a 200 notification a day. Your brain is in a loop of dopamine spike. Soon real life feels dull. You can even get addicted to the things that doesn't seem harmful, like watching YouTube, yes, even this channel, or exercising, or even walking. When dopamine is overstimulated, the brain started reducing its receptors. So even the good thing like meeting friends or achieving your goal doesn't feel exciting. You feel lazy, anxious, and unmotivated. So this is lead to something called the dopamine burnout. A student who loved painting can't focus, feels distracted, watches a 6 hour of Netflix but still doesn't enjoy it. The scariest part, your brain remembers the addiction even after months or years. That's why relapse happens. But here's the good news, your brain is a neuroplast. That means it can heal, repair, or rebuild, but it takes effort. Here are some tips to reset the dopamine system. The first one, dopamine fasting. Like avoid all the high stimulating things for a day or two, like no phone, junk foods, or game. Then cold shower. It helps to reset the reward circuits. The third one, exercise. It releases the dopamine slowly and naturally. Deep work. Focused work give a long-term satisfaction. And the last one, sleep and meditation. It helps to repair the dopamine pathway. Start with one habit, replace the mindless pleasures with mindful living, and instead of chasing dopamine, create a real joy. If you learned something new today, please consider subscribing to my channel. We are building a community where science meets a real life. And remember, you are not your addiction, you are your choice, and every day is a new chance. So, till now we have talked about dopamine, but now I'll tell you how you can fix your motivational problems. So, you also feel unmotivated, you make a to-do list, plan your goals, and even watch motivational videos, but still you can't do the work at all. Why does motivation disappear when you needed it the most? And how do you fix that permanently? So I'll explain to you step by step using simple science, psychology, and real life examples. Motivation is the drive to do something. It is what makes you study, work out, or even chase your dream. But here's the truth. Motivation is not magic. It's not just come out of nowhere. It comes from three key things: a clear goal, a reason behind the goal, and the belief that you can do it. This is based on expectancy value theory in psychology. For example, if you want to get a good marks, but deep down you think it won't matter or I'll fail anyways, so your motivation drops to zero. Remember dopamine, the chemical we talked earlier, it is also deeply connected to motivation. For example, if the dopamine is very low, even the small task feel like a mountain. So if you're constantly on social media or overstimulated, your natural motivation system get numbed. Most people wait to feel motivated, but it works the opposite way. Action comes first, motivation follows. This is based on behavioral activation principle in psychology. You don't feel like working out, but you tell yourself, I'll wear my shoes and walk for 2 minutes. Once you start, you begin to feel better and you continue. So don't wait to be motivated, act and motivation will catch up. So here are some reasons why you lose your motivation. So the first one, burnout. You have been pushing too hard without rest. And the second one, lack of purpose. You are doing the thing which you don't believe in. And the third one, fear of failure. Like you are avoiding the task just because to protect your self-esteem. And the fourth one, too many options like paralysis by overthinking. And the last one, perfectionism. Like you don't start just because you think it won't be perfect. If I'll also feel the same now, then I'll not recording this video. Be honest, which one sounds like you? Because once you identify the cause, the fix become easier. Motivation feels overwhelming when the task looks big. That's why BJ Fogg tiny habit methods work. Instead of saying I'll study for 3 hours, just say I'll open up my book and read for 2 minutes. And instead of saying I'll run for 5 kilometers, just say I'll just wear up my shoes. These tiny habits lower resistance, and once you start, the brain builds momentum. So you don't need to feel ready, you just need to start small. So how do you rebuild your motivation? Clarify your why. Ask, why do I want to do this? The deeper the reason, the stronger the motivation. For example, I want to study not just for marks but to build a better future for my family. Next, make it easy. Break big goals into small actions. Remove frictions. For example, keep your books on table, not in your bag. Then, track your progress. Use a habit tracker or journal. Small wins release dopamine and it helps to build consistency. Then, reward yourself. Celebrate small wins. Even a smile or yes, I did it helps. And the last one, surround yourself with action takers. Motivation is contagious. If your friend is lazy, it pulls you down. But if they are doers, you rise. Let's be real. There will be some days when you don't feel like doing anything. That's okay. You are human. But in those moments, remember this. Discipline is far more than motivation. Motivation is just a spark, but discipline is a firework. For example, look at athletes or students who top the exam. They are not always motivated, but they show up even when they don't feel like it. If you are still watching, it means you care about your growth. So, here are some simple plans. Find your why, take tiny actions, track your progress, and be okay with imperfections. And keep showing up even on bad days. And remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. If this video helped you a bit, please share it with someone who is struggling with motivation. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do so. It could mean a lot to me. And comment below, I choose action over excuses. Till then, stay healthy and stay disciplined. And I'll see you in my next upcoming video. Please like, share and comment your favorite part. And please do let me know what are the topics you want me to cover in my next upcoming videos. Till then, take care.